What is perfect game balance, and do you need AI to achieve that?
God, how long do we have?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, cool. I'll bring it right down from the 1 hour talk. Okay, perfect game balance is one. It's very game dependent. It's very dependent on the player taxonomies that you are bringing into your ecosystem. It's very dependent on how long they've been there, their level of expertise, their experience with other games in the genre, a whole bunch of different things. But at a super high level, perfect game balance means that a player is able to join. They are able to, in a relatively quick amount of time, have a positive experience that ticks the boxes of what that particular person is looking for in your game. Now, notice how I didn't say win or lose, because certain players, like, Bartle's taxonomy, there's a whole bunch of different ways to break down like player taxonomies. And Bartle's is one of the best ones, especially for multiplayer gaming, where we look at certain player types, and some we call killers, and they're the diehard. They must win at all costs. So they're going to study. They're going to eke out every tiny thing they can do to have the best chance of winning the game. But some of your players are social players. They are there. Think games like Roblox, for example. Think what we're seeing quite a bit in games like, say, Fortnite, where people aren't playing Roblox to win. It's their primary form of communication with their friends. They are joining for the social experience. Maybe they're streaming, maybe they're creating like YouTube or TikTok content. If you think of a game maybe like The Sims as a really great example, most people aren't playing The Sims to win, but they're looking to either have a great social experience. Maybe they're looking to explore. Maybe these are people that want to see every bit of content that is in the game. These are the people that will explore your whole game world. They'll chat to every single character. They will know more about the backstory than you potentially know. They may take it even further and they write fan fiction. They cosplay at events. So perfect game balance isn't just a win or lose question. It is really a case of you identifying what certain players are looking for in the game and then trying to tailor an experience that gives them that as close to that experience as possible.
Sounds so complex, Marty. A lot of data. How do you do it? Does it need AI, or we can get away with it without it?
I mean, as an industry, we've done pretty well since Pong. So we're getting there. Game balance and game design has come a long way. You think of what things were like back in say the 90s, like the arcade era, where games were literally designed to try to get as much money out of you as possible. So they were deliberately hard, or you'd get into situations where you just couldn't win. Thankfully, we've learned and we've moved past that as an industry. Where AI really opens up new possibilities. One, as you said, there's a lot of data just for us to process. If you have a game where you might have, say, millions of daily active users, they're all going in, they're all doing different things. We capture as much data about their play patterns, their behavior. Hey, we've got a bunch of players who go into the shop and they look at this sword, but they don't buy it. Is the sword too expensive? Does the art not match what that particular person is looking for? Again, not everyone is looking for the most powerful looking sword. Maybe they're looking for the cooler sword that goes best with the outfits that they're wearing in the game. So there is so much data flowing into the system. AI is a brilliant way of trying to process it and convert zeros and ones into something which is able to be absorbed by human beings. If you can run all that data through an AI system and then have an LLM trained off that data, where a designer can just go, hey, ask a very a natural language question and get natural language responses, that removes the barrier. All of a sudden, to be a game designer, you no longer have to be a data scientist. And those are two weird things that you would never think were intertwined, but some of the best designers know Excel better than they know game development tools, because of just the raw amount of data we've had to process. The other side to this as well, where AI, and again, this is very much the direction currently that LFG is leaning into, AI allows us to, in real time or semi-real time, tailor custom experiences for different players, different guilds, different cohorts of players. If we're trying to build events or build, scenarios, dungeons, whatever it happens to be for different players, unless I've got millions of designers, programmers, artists, it's an impossible task. As an industry right now, we're seeing the fallout of just the exploding cost of producing video games and producing high quality content. Games. I think the current estimate I've seen for GTA 6 when that comes out is that would have cost over $1 billion to produce.